As usual, I think the gold medal, we'll present the gold medal for hypocrisy, as usual, Daniel Andrews. He's calling for a gas reservation policy. I mean, the fact is, Mr. Andrews, you have to have some gas to reserve before you can have a gas reservation policy, and you've done your best in your time in government to stop any more gas being extracted from Victoria. And there's plenty there. You could do it. Mr. Andrews, tear down that fracking ban is what I say. I mean, it's a problem of your own making and you deal with it. I think that's the attitude that the federal government should have to the Victorian government right now. Do you agree?
I do, but I'd also give an F for self-awareness to New South Wales Minister Matt, who straight-faced demanded that Western Australia supply gas to New South Wales in circumstances where nobody has led the charge against the sensible inclusion of dispatchable fuels in the market more than he.
Well, finally, Amanda, you'd be familiar from your time in government with the language of bureaucratese and its convoluted phraseology, which I think is mostly designed to put the public off the scent and bury the facts beneath a mountain of excess verbiage. Who knows, you might have even learnt a little yourself, I don't know. But there was a beautiful example this week from Taronga Zoo, which issued a statement to say, at 6:30 a.m. this morning, 5 lions, 1 adult and 4 cubs were located outside their main exhibit. An initial review of this morning's incident has confirmed that an integrity issue with a containment fence enabled 5 lions to temporarily exit their main exhibit. Note the skillful avoidance of the word escape there. But what exactly is an integrity issue with a containment fence? I mean, I thought integrity was honesty, uprightness, probity, rectitude, etc., etc. But they have an integrity issue with their containment fence. What does this mean?
Let me translate for ordinary Australians like me. Someone left the gate open. There was a hole in the fence. Look, there would often be times when I was serving in the outer ministry when I would get briefs from diligent and intelligent public servants doing their best, and I'd read it as somebody who loves the English language and loves reading and writing and is a bit of a nerd on that front, and say, well, I've read this, but what does that mean? And they say the same words on the page to me. Yeah, I know, I heard and I can read, but that doesn't mean anything. And so there would sometimes be a real exercise in translating from Canberra speak into what I like to think of as, suburban Brisbane speak or Western Sydney speak, so that we are meaningfully communicating the things that matter to the people we serve. Plain language is never out of fashion, team.
Yeah, because the rule is never say in 3 words what you can say in 12 words. That's the bureaucrats' way of thinking. But I really think there's method in this, that they actually, it's a time-honoured tradition, isn't it, to snow, you were an assistant minister, to snow ministers with big, huge, fat documents. So it looks like you're doing your job, but in actual fact, all you're doing is hiding whatever is at the bottom of page 34 that you really don't want the minister to pay too much attention to. That's right, isn't it?
Well, it's incumbent upon those who have the opportunity to serve in the executive government to be that kind of painful person who reads right to the last page.